Same goes to all insurance company if you understand these industries. Yeah, so we really have to tell them what is covered, what is not covered. You cannot hide things like until claims arise, then only tell them, oh, sorry. Then that's where people say insurance is cheating. Actually, it's not. It's all written in the policy wording.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Great Talk Season 2. Today is a very special day because it is the first episode of our Season 2, and I'm Priscilla Lai, your host for today. Well, with me, I have Leng Zai and Leng Loi, okay? It's like super Leng Zai and Leng Loi. We have Rainy, Ken, and Sarah from Agency Sales Department, Banca Insurance Department, and General Sales Department. So today, what is it all about? It's about the insights, the fun, the strategy, the challenges that we have from Sales Department. So before we start, maybe we shall let my colleagues, okay, to introduce themselves. What is it all about? What is the job like for every one of them? So over to you, Sarah.
Thank you, Priscilla. I'm Sarah from Group Insurance Department. So I have actually joined Great Eastern as a rejoin. Previously, I was from Great Eastern. Then now I'm back to Great Eastern again. I think really the culture really bring me back to the company. So I'm from Group Insurance Department. What we do is actually to sell group insurance, which is the corporate insurance to companies. Basically is on the group hospitalization, and maybe you're not too familiar with what is a group hospitalization. It means like those medical cards, and also like a group term life, which is for your life coverage. So I'm actually from group insurance department. I think I'll pass it to Ken.
Thank you, Sarah. Hello, everyone. I'm Ken Mok from Great Eastern Life Malaysia, agency distribution team. So I joined Great Eastern Life Malaysia on 2022. So this is my 4th year in Great Eastern Life. So basically what we did in agency distribution team actually is to taking care of our agency. So company has allocated more than 50 agency to us. All right, so what we do is to do the business development. So what we need to do is just drill in to look at what they are currently facing. Like if their sales drop, then sit down with the leaders and the agency member, then to look at what we can improve from there. Besides that, we also organize a lot of events like business opportunity program, and also the agency sales related event. Maybe I can pass to Rini.
Hi, my name is Rainy, and I'm with Great Eastern General for more than 5 years already. And I believe when you talk about insurance, people only thought of agents. Actually, for insurance company, there are a few channels like what Sarah was in. She's deal with brokers and can deal with agents. And my side, I deal with banks. So we call it banca assurance. So banks are actually giving loans to their customers. So in a way, they need to protect their interests as well. So there where we are assist the banks to protect insurance for their customers.
All right, thanks, Rainy, okay, Ken and Sarah. So just now, I was too nervous, right, ladies and gentlemen, because I asked them to introduce themselves, but I haven't introduced myself. I'm Priscilla from Agency Sales Department, same as Ken Mok. So what do I do here? Actually, I've been in Great Eastern for 6 years. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like your job, you don't like whatever you do, you won't be here for so long, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned because today we will let you know all the insights, the good, the bad, the happy, the ugly about sales, all right? So, stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready now? Yes. Okay, let's go. So, before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, chotomate, you see these 3 buzzers in front? All right, so this time our Great Talk Season 2, right, is very special. Every episode got props one, ladies and gentlemen. If I ask a question you want to answer, please press the buzzer. Okay, not steady or not?
You get the prize if you answer first.
The prize is me. One-to-one dinner with me later on. Okay. Ken Mok, he don't want me already. He says see me sian already. Okay, but Rainy and Sarah, stay tuned.
Okay.
Dinner with me. All right. So first question. Who want to answer first? Please press the buzzer. What drew you to this sales and marketing career path?
No one will press. Okay.
Okay, gentlemen first, not ladies first, it's gentlemen first.
I graduated from e-commerce marketing. Was a business analyst. So more like IT background guy lah. So I always facing laptop and computer one. So I seldom talk with people unless it's my colleague that need me to write the requirement to enhance the system. I almost forget how to communicate with other people than colleague. I realized that I don't know how to communicate with other people. Yeah, especially my friends. They thought, why you so silent already recently? So I tell my boss, I think I should make a change to myself. So I would like to resign. She also advised me to go to a sales team or department to start my new journey. So this is why I joined another pathway, which is a banca department like Rainy. So after a few years, I think my circle is only bankers. Not enough for me to know more people or enhance my so-called circle lah. So I received a call from Great Eastern Life Malaysia to ask me whether I'm interested in joining this industry or not. So this is why I joined Great Eastern Life Malaysia and joined agency distribution team. After I joined agency distribution team, I find that generally I can talk to different type of people like to upward or go to my colleagues or agents or agency member, leaders, different type of people I also can communicate with.
My story is different with Ken. So let me start with share how I started. I actually study finance. So finance, people thought we will go to a bank. So I actually interview in banks, interview with insurance company as well. But back then I was very fresh. So I thought I want to join as a management trainee. I want to try different departments to know what I really want. So at the end, I remember one bank offered me and another insurance company offered me at the same day. So I received the call on the same day. Then I decided to go for the insurance company because they offer me this management trainee programs, which I really get to rotate in different departments. But because they see me, I was quite talkative back then, so they placed me in all different sales roles. So my first department was broking, and then second one was agency, the third one was branches. So branches, same, we have to do sales as well. So I started as a customer service. My boss said it's the best place to put you to direct interact with customer. So I seated in the customer service counter. So what I sell, motor insurance, I sell travel insurance, and sometimes we have some medical insurance as well. And I chose to join Banca because I want to know more about corporate clients. I want to explore more on corporate clients and more on corporate insurance. And yeah, that's why I'm here and I want to see how Banca Assurance works.
I see your exposure is
Yeah.
like a lot, right? From like agency to branches and then to
Yeah,
general.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, but it's
interesting.
all in general insurance.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good.
I think very similar to what Ken has actually came from an industry that is totally not from sales. I actually have a very different background. I studied law, but ended up I'm in this industry. I'm in sales. I think because I wanted to divert myself from being just very mundane lifestyle every day, just sitting there drafting. I didn't like that lifestyle. That's why I actually opted sales as my first job. Because everyone been telling me, I think it's very similar. People tell me, oh, you're so talkative, you like to talk, you want to expose yourself, you always talk to everyone. So I think that's very similar to what Rainy has actually said. So people see the potential in me, then they, okay, might as well just come and do sales. So what draws me into Great Eastern is, of course, I also met a very good boss who actually introduced to me, okay, maybe you want to explore sales. But I would say that it's very different type of sales in insurance company and in other industry that I've been into. Because in insurance company, you're not just like doing day-to-day mundane thing. You are every day seeing different real-life scenarios. I think that's why, as I say, I really do not like the mundane lifestyle. That's why it really helps me to build my career in sales. Yeah.
I'm a bit different also actually because I studied e-commerce and marketing. So
Same.
yeah, e-commerce and marketing. But
Yeah.
you say you're IT?
You know?
E-commerce also IT, right? I'm IT, right? Yeah.
Okay, I'm not the IT part, I'm the marketing part. Previously, during college, I asked my dad, which course should I go? He said e-commerce and marketing. So, okay. And then came out in branches for 2 years, okay. Branches is like 9 to 5 job. And I remember my previous boss, he asked me to come out very long time, but I did not come out. And then one day he just find me yam cha in Starbucks, okay, and say, you have to do agency sales. So I say, what is agency sales? Oh, makan, minum, chit chat, that's all, my job. I say, okay lor. And coming in, it's like a pathway with no regrets lah, honestly, because agency is like sales line, it's very interesting. You deal with a lot of people, and every day, right, you really want to come to work. It's like literally coming to office is a motivation, seeing people is a motivation because it's every day very different. Of course, challenges later we will say, but it is something that if you want excitement, right, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, sales line is for you. All right.
Yes.
What's the fun part, highlights in your career?
Okay, I think agency distribution will be more fun than group and banca.
Equally
think
fun,
so.
equally fun.
Okay, equally fun. Okay, for our team, actually quite fun because we have a lot of big event like just 1 month ago, we have the very big event in Axiata Arena. So we got the chance to sing on Axiata Arena. So we have to practice the dance lah, sing in front of agents. So this is quite fun. This is what I think quite fun. We have to organize event other than just work and sit in office. Yeah.
Can
So-
see you have a lot of fun every time on
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah. Yeah, and also if you are talkative enough, you will be nominated as MC also lah. Then you got the chance to practice your public speaking also. Yeah, yeah. Then what about you?
I think.
Hey, Baza.
Okay. I think the fun part about my work is dealing with a lot of different people. That's very fun because you get to not only like work, but you make friends. Then you can like go out, hang out, makan, minum, chit chat. So it's the fun part for me. How about you, Rennie?
Okay, I need to press, right?
Yes.
Okay, for me, I try to think about the fun part because you said just now, you say what? We are not that fun as an agency.
Yeah.
Actually, it's fun. It's like same with Sarah. I get to meet different industry. It's not people, but industry. So we have to really understand what your client do, what their business, how their business operates, what is their process, so that you can give the good advice on their insurance protection. So I think that's the fun part. I get to see different industry, understand different things. Yeah, it's like explore new things as well. Every day also different.
So as for me, right, in agency sales, the fun part is actually everything. But if you ask me, I believe that my creativity level really shoot up lah. Shoot up because we have, as Ken said, a lot of event. We have to do multitasking, dancing, whatever, right? But the most important is like dealing with people is always fun for me. Okay, talking to people, dealing with people, and then like just building dreams and goals together, okay, achieving our KPI together with agency. That's the most important because it's all about money, bonus and incentive. So the fun part is actually this, the creativity level, and every day is really different. Our event is like from January up to November. December is chasing sales month already, year-end sales. But, every month, different events, right? You feel alive. Tired, of course, but alive, right? As you progress through your career, were there any sales strategies or techniques you learn and how you apply to reach your target?
So for me, right, I think we have to really be honest and sincere to your customers. You cannot hide things because for general insurance, we have a lot of classes. So some we can do, some we can't do. Same goes to all insurance company if you understand these industries. Yeah, so we really have to tell them what is covered, what is not covered. You cannot hide things like until claims arise, then only tell them, oh, sorry. Then that's where people say insurance is cheating. Actually, it's not. It's all written in the policy wording. Same with life as well. So you cannot hide things, cannot over-promise things. And from there, you build trust with customers. And that is where your sales coming in. This is what I think. What about you guys? Any
Maybe Ken?
insights? Yeah.
Yeah, can you want to say any strategy that you learn and apply to reach your target?
Sing and dance. You're kidding.
For strategy, actually, for myself, actually, I know how to plan and write the correct strategy to drive my agency lah. So because every agency have their own pattern one. Maybe agency A suit this strategy, but it doesn't suit to agency B one. So we have to know which strategy can fit to which agency. So we know to plan. After joining a agency sales team, so I know how to plan the correct strategy to fit into the correct agency. Yeah, but for this one, it's not enough because we have to have the logic thinking. The strategy that we plan, whether it workable or not, it really can help the agency to grow or not. If the agency drop very serious, but our strategy is just help them to maybe growth in this month or cannot cover back what they have lost previously one, it's very difficult for them to believe in you because you cannot help them to gain back what they have lost in previous.
Yeah, true. We actually must be a man of our words lah. That means what we promise agency or even banker or group, right? Our clients, what we promise we must really deliver lah. Of course, they promise also they must deliver lah. It's a mutual agreement. But for me, man of words is very important. What about Sarah?
Agree. I agree. I totally agree with what you say. It's really about you have to have your own technique, and like what Ken and Rainy, I totally agree with what they say. So for me, for myself, I do adapt what both of you are actually doing, and on top of that, because my case is very different. My one is totally selling to the client, so it's really about follow up. So for my side, my technique is more of follow up, more of building the rapport first, then only you follow up, really consistently follow up. Because not only that, they will forget you. I think because there are so many competitors out there, how do you show yourself you are better than the others? So you have to ensure that you are a man of your word, so that you promise what you deliver and keep on following up. That's my technique lah.
So can I say that Rainy actually deal with agents and clients?
Deal with bankers and
Bankers,
clients.
yeah,
Yes.
bankers and
Deal
clients.
with bankers and bankers clients.
Then Sarah
Broker
is
and clients lah.
broker and client. But Ken Mok and me is like basically we deal with agents. We don't really deal with clients. So it may be easier to work with because it's like a mutual agreement together. But they deal with clients. Agents deal with clients.
So we have to understand
yeah.
their challenges also, so that we can work together to grow together also. Because our KPI is their KPI. Their KPI also our KPI. So we win-win situation. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think very similar to what we are doing with the broker.
So what is like the most complicated situation you ever handled? Like it was so hard for you. You can overcome it or don't overcome it, because every time there is challenges, it doesn't mean that we will win ma. But what is the 印象深刻? 印象深刻 is the most the situation that you cannot forget until now. Good or not good, you also can share. Maybe you can share with our audience also, because sales is reality ma. People say sales is very good, sales is fun. Yeah, the fun part is fun, but sales is also very stressful. All right. And the stress comes with sacrifices lah. Yeah. So maybe Sarah, you can share with us your hardest moment in whatever you have.
I think really have to take everything with a pinch of salt, and you have to have a very positive mindset, because like what you say, sales is not always the rainbow lah. It's not always up. There will be up and down. On good days, you might hit your target. On bad days, you might need to be stressful of how you want to handle your agents, how you want to handle your brokers, how you want to ensure you hit your sales in the right time. I think positive mindset is very important. Like sometimes you will think that, oh, I already got it, I already have it. Then at the end of the day, probably you didn't get the sales. So you really have to take it with a pinch of salt. You have to ensure that you do not get baffled by that. You have to know that it will come back to you as long as you keep doing what you do. And so I think very important is you know what you are doing. Yeah.
What about Ken?
What I faced definitely is because of the KPI law. Because KPI, as we all know, KPI is something that very difficult to achieve. But if you have the correct strategy and the technique, we are doable and we can achieve it. So, like monthly sales, like this month, I expect I can achieve the KPI, but end up we cannot do it. We are not able to achieve it. Then we have to find out the solution. Find out the reason why I didn't achieve the KPI, and then have to understand the agency. You promised me this month you will do 2 million, but why only 1.7? Because of a 1.7 million, I short of 300,000 already. So what is the reason of drop or not doing well? So from there, I know I cannot fully rely on this agency. I have to find another replacement to cover my gap already. So from here, I learned how to 用对人, find the correct person to meet my requirement, meet the KPI lah.
I think maybe you're those type like can overcome everything one. But yes, sales team, we don't have like too much of a big issue. It's just that every day starts from zero for us. The sales is always zero, and we are being monitored every day. We are used to it already. Handling in Great Eastern, we have 20,000 agents, okay? Of course, we have a big team, sales team. Me, myself, I'm handling 700 to 800 people. I think Kenmore is handling maybe around there, all right? So maybe our audience will say, 700 people is a lot. I have 60 groups under me, but actually it's manageable if you know how to manage, like Kenmore say, the correct person at the right time, and also their strength and weakness, I think is manageable. So yeah, don't be afraid if you want to come to sales team, because sales team definitely there's a way we are number one. There is a way why we are number one. Okay, what about Rainy?
Okay, just now to talk about obstacles, right? Actually, I just recall once, I was much younger than now, so I wasn't.
You're still young, excuse me.
I wasn't. Like what Sarah said, positivity is very important.
Yeah.
I wasn't that positive back then. So actually, bankers, they also have their KPIs to meet. So some same goes to me. So I remember it was year end. So the banker still not achieved the KPI yet, and I understand the banker is very aggressive, and he always wants to achieve his KPI with my help. So actually what we did, we released the quotation to customers, and we call many times to customers, and at the end, both of us, we decided, let's go to customer's office. So I just went there without making appointments. Yeah, so wanted to meet the CEO and CFO. So at the end, I only met with the CFO. All this while I'll deal with the CEO, but she wasn't around. So I met with CFO. So the CFO was just telling me, okay, we noted on this. We will discuss with our CEOs when we get back to you. Then I told him, possible to do it by year end? Then he was like, I try lah. But on the next day itself, they actually signed it back. They actually agreed to insure with us on the next day. So I'm actually, because back then the banker kept telling me, oh, we can do it, don't worry. Because after met the CFO, I called the banker, so I told him, the CFO's like, don't bother lah. Yeah, but at the end, he actually signed out. So I think positivity is very important. And the law of attractions, and you have to really believe that we can make it. I think it's very important, yeah.
I mean, positivity, law of attraction, and also
Yeah.
execution.
Yes.
You dare to execute lah.
Yeah,
dare to
yeah.
go the first step.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they do sales, right? They don't dare to go the first step. But
Uh.
once you go the first step, right, everything is smooth like tau fu fa.
Yeah, and like to the freshie, don't worry, Malaysians in general are quite kind. Can I say so? Yeah.
And what kind of skill do you think you learn during your career path? Any skills that previously you don't have and now you have it? Maybe you can say first. You can share.
To me, maybe people management. Yeah, because we have to deal with a lot of leaders and also agents. So people management is one of the skill that I learned from sales team lah. Then also maybe public speaking skill.
Yeah. This one, yes.
For us,
Yes.
because we have to do a lot of sharing and also the briefing to our agents, because we are the middle person to bring our company information to our agency members. So Public speaking is one of the skill set also. Yeah. Other than that, maybe logical thinking.
You memang logic all the way one, mah.
Because I'm too logic, or maybe. Yeah.
Very logic.
Yeah.
Started as analyst, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
very
Because I was from business analyst. Yeah. So maybe because of this lah.
Yeah, when he first came, right, Ken Wong, it's like his Excel was perfecto. Because we had some collaboration for branches, right, and then what he do is like perfecto. So every time before meeting, I ask him, what do you think about this, that? Because I'm more of like not so perfecto in Excel, but basic one okay lah. I'm more of a creative one. The event and then the a lot of video ideas, all those lah. So it's good collaboration. I guess.
Yeah.
Good
Yes,
collaboration.
yes.
Perfect
Alright.
team.
Boss, perfect team boss. Sarah, what about you?
Yeah, I think for me, on top of what he said, what I gain also is what you have mentioned. On top of that, I think negotiation skill. Negotiation skill, not just with clients, but it actually helps me to negotiate better with bosses, colleagues, of course, family, friends, because you learn how to manage more people. Because the more people you see in this industry, then the more that you know, everyone has their own individual character. Then from there, you know that, certain people probably you have to deal with different type of, maybe like you say, maybe you have to be very soft with them, you have to be very stern with them. So that helps me to negotiate better. I think it really helps me with the negotiation skill and communication skill, of course.
Then can I ask actually your client, your broker, average age from what age to what age?
Wow, young to old. I think it's very similar to
Because
agents.
ours is like 20
Yeah.
to 75. We
Yeah,
have
not as old as
such-
that lah, probably.
Yeah,
but
75.
around that age also. So you will see different kind of people. Yeah.
Okay, because it's like 20 to 75, right? You have to have a lot of thinking caps, a lot of different caps during your conversation and your negotiation.
Yeah. I still remember that was what my boss told me when I first joined as sales. The first sentence she told me as a sales is very easy and can be very difficult. Like just what you all mentioned just now is dealing with people. If you are good, then you are good. But dealing with people is not easy at all.
All right, Rainy, what skills you thought you can learn?
Because just now you guys mentioned about like more so on soft skills, right? Probably I can share a bit like different things lah. Like for us in general insurance, we look at assets. We cover all non-life things. Okay, so a very basic one you really need to assess on their firefighting facilities and security systems. So you really have to check whether they are very easy, their fire extinguishers, whether they have renewed or not, and whether they have CCTVs, they have burglary alarm. This is some little things which I can use on my daily life as well. Yeah, and understand more about the insurance coverage on our own assets, like your car insurance, things like that. I think it's a good knowledge lah.
Because I think nowadays Malaysian also, right, we have a lot of awareness for house and life insurance, even banca group insurance, because insurance is like the thing now, and for so many years insurance is still here. So this industry is definitely an industry you can come to, okay, ladies and gentlemen, like selling. I'm doing recruitment ready now.
Yeah. And I actually also like to bring the awareness. Or I think nowadays people tend to know lah. Last time, normally motor insurance there is no flood cover.
Yeah,
So you have to
yeah,
extend to
yeah.
cover special perils. But nowadays people knows about it, so it's very
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
Because a lot of natural disaster
Yes,
coming up.
yes.
So,
Flash
yeah.
flood now in
Yeah,
Clan
yeah.
Yeah.
Better remind me to cover my car with flood.
Special perils, yeah.
Special perils. Okay. If you ask me, for me, right, what is really the skill I get is actually, I'm an extrovert. Then I become lagi extrovert. Okay. But the skill I get here in Great Eastern for 6 years is actually strategy, because I'm always very outgoing. But sometimes too outgoing, also you need to look back, does it bring sales or not? So the strategy part in me, it starts to grow lah. That means like how to planning and then execution, planning and then execution. This is something that I think it's improving in me. Hopefully next time I can shine in strategic also. Yeah, all right. So next question, okay. What is the significant difference between sales and non-sales role? I think a lot of people is in a non-sales role. Like us, maybe non-sales role, you want to jump out, but you don't know, you don't dare. So maybe we can share with you what is the sales and non-sales role difference. Okay, who want to do first? The buzzer have to come up already.
Okay. I think non-sales role and sales role, it's very different, but the thing that you are working towards to is actually the same. Basically, you are learning a skill. So in sales, you probably need to have a lot of soft skills, whereas in for non-sales, you may not need to have so much of a soft skill. But the thing that sales is very different is because it's not mundane. You have a lot of different flexibility. You have your own strategy. You can, like what Priscilla said, actually is very relevant. I think you can learn not just to be communicating with other people, but you learn a lot. You pick up a lot of different skills. You pick up people management skills. You pick up strategic skills. You pick up how to run an event. So I think in sales, you can explore a lot of endless possibilities and opportunities in sales. I wouldn't say that non-sales is you don't learn, but I think in sales you may have more opportunities given to you. Then after you grow from this path, probably you can grow to management, then you can learn how to manage people more. Then I think it really equips you with all these kind of skills. Yeah. How about you, Ken?
Okay, non-sales, okay, because I was a business analyst, so I only facing computer, laptop, and also the developer. So the language and jargon that I know is very IT one. Yeah. So every time I talk to the developer, all the IT language, this one, this button, these features, the word that I use totally different from now. Yeah, from now, because I'm in agency sales already, so now we are more using development this word than button lah, features lah, all these things lah. And also the flexibility that mentioned by Sarah just now. Yeah, our time is more flexible because we can set our appointment to agency by our own time. Like, from this time to this time, I can arrange like this. I can go to this agency first, then maybe there's a gap between, then I can slot in another appointment like that. But if you are sitting in office like an admin or doing the IT job, then your working hour is from 9 to 6 or maybe 9 to 5 like that. So everything fixed already. Yeah. So you cannot have your own flexibility to do your own thing. Yeah, this is what I think non-sales and sales. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we are doing mobile. Not like before MCO, it's like we have to come back because we cannot do mobile. But now after MCO, it's like everywhere we can just with a click of laptop or device is good. Okay, but the skills part, if you ask me, right, in sales team, not of course the main 50% is people management. Okay, strategic, but we also do a compliance analyst, okay, dealing with vendor, MC on stage, off stage, okay, backstage, totally a lot of skills. It's a multitasking job, and if we want to, go anywhere, it's like well versed already, well versed. All right. So learning from experience. It's not learning from book. It's actually learning from experience for a sales team. So Rainy, Ken, and Sarah. All right. To our audience, right? 5 to 10 years or even 20 years down the road, how do you foresee the future of your career of sales? Maybe you can share with our audience your thoughts.
I think it will still be irreplaceable. Yeah, I think for sales, we because we deal with humans a lot, like the whole topic we have been talking about, dealing with people, dealing with humans, you still need a lot of human touch. So I think even that AI could not replace us. I think there could be in times that to come, probably there will be a robot talking to you. But after all, you would still need someone who has the human touch to understand what's your needs, because after all, sales really fulfilling someone's needs. So I think it would be here to stay for a sales job. Yep.
Yeah, it's also more on servicing actually. Like just like our agents I always telling them, if you are not doing well on what you are doing now, then you will be replaced by other people. We use people, then you will be replacing by robot. Why? Because for our customer, actually they are servicing by you. They need touch, personal touch. They need 温度 temperature. Like if your customer admitted to hospital, then impossible a robot accompany you go to hospital to do the registration and do the admission for you, right? So this is what I always telling my agent, 你不要被人家取代. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I totally agree with what they said. AI cannot replace us for servicing lines. Maybe AI can access like very simple claims, okay, but for servicing, for sales and marketing, definitely not. We actually receive a call, hey, my policy, is it enough? The sum insured, is it covered? Things like that. So we will definitely, this industry, sales and marketing's role, it will definitely still here, still there, still needed. Yeah.
Because sales is like been here like for generations already. It's just that now sales has been evolved very fast. Like we do social media, we use digital gadgets and so on. Not like last time a briefcase door to door. Now it's like we do a lot of online things. But still coming back to sales is all about human touch lah. Even you go to your shop, you still need a assistant or promoter to help you in sales. All right. So I guess all of us also, we are quite confident that actually the sales line, it's going to be here for a while. And a while is very, very long. Okay, maybe we are not here already, the sales line is still here. All right. So any final advice to those looking up, going into sales, to our audience, any final advice you want to give to them to step up, come to sales, send resume to Great Eastern, join us. Maybe Ken, you start first.
Okay, for final advice is you don't worry, you don't think too much whether you are suitable in this role or not. Because of we think too much, if you really want to do it, want to try it, send your resume and drop your resume to us. Yeah. So once you join, then you know what to do already. We have a lot of professional, we have senior, we have so-called colleagues to help you, to guide you what you actually need to do when you are in this role.
I think the advice to come into sales, right, especially in Great Eastern, I think it's a very good platform for you to explore this opportunity, job opportunity. You will meet a lot of challenges, but the challenges is always you will face a lot of problems as well. But when you get to solve it, then you will feel that, oh, I'm so satisfied. I think it's what we get in sales. Yeah. So I think that this is the advice I would give.
Yeah, for final advice for people who wants to come into sales, right? If I were to tell the younger me, I think it's about setting up some borderline to yourself. Because last time when we were young, we want to chase sales, we can do everything. Beyond whatever your limits or whatsoever. But actually you need to set borderline. You have to have mutual respect between you and your client or your bankers or your agents. From there, actually, you can work even better than what you thought. So that's my final advice for those who want to come into sales.
And as for me, my advice is very outgoing one. If you like fun, you like challenges, you like events, and then you like multiple tasks, all right, and money, definitely sales is for you. So to all our audience in the house today, we hope that you like our session, our first episode of the Great Talks in Season 2. So we already told you the insights of sales department, okay, the good and bad, the challenges, the fun part, and also what we do day to day, job to job. And definitely this career is a career you want to come into. If you like our episode today, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel. So we shall end our first episode of the Great Talk Season 2, and I'll see you at the next episode. I'm Priscilla Lai, the host of today, signing off. Let's say bye, everyone. Bye.